This is The Swimming Show.
Do you also need a break after a hectic and historic week? Thank you for joining us today. For our scholars, I trust the exams are going well. And for our older viewers, don't fear, the holiday season is upon us. We have a full lineup today. Check out The Swimming Show now on #TheSwimmingShow. Let's hear from you. And don't forget, should you have missed a show, check out YouTube, The Swimming Show. The Swimming Show. Ha ke re shebe hore ka jeno ro tshwaretse dife lenaneong lena la The Swimming Show. Tse tla latela. The Cradle Moon 1 kilometer for boys 13 and younger and men 31 years and older. The SUP wave riding, it's our legends that feature today. Then we are back in Muzienburg for the 14 to 30 men and women 1 kilometer race at the Cradle Moon Lodge. Re kopa o se suthi o dule le rona mona ho The Swimming Show. The Swimming Show. Some very good news from the FINA Airwave Swimming World Cup now. But first, the International Olympic Committee has announced that it has appointed Cradle as an ambassador for the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires, Argentina in 2018.
Hey guys, it's Chad here. Firstly, very, very proud and honored to be Youth Olympic Ambassador for the second time. It's very, very weird actually, because I was at the very first Youth Olympics in Singapore, and then I was an ambassador for Nanjing 2014, and now again for Buenos Aires 2018. So it's a crazy thing to think about, and yeah, I'm super proud and super humbled by this opportunity. Hopefully some of my experiences over the last 8 years can help the next generation and you know, almost give some advice to them.
Sarah Strustrom and Cradle have won the FINA Airwave Swimming World Cup. They each receive $150,000 for their win over the 3 clusters in the many countries where the events took place.
I'm super happy. You know, the first male to have won it 4 times. I'm very proud of that, and you know, South Africa should be very proud. You know, we have a very rich history of the World Cups, with Cameron van der Berg and Ray Knickling winning 3 each. You know, definitely one of the best swimmers of the year this year. So I'm very happy about that, and also just to thank everybody from South Africa who supported me. There's unbelievable support on social media. Yeah, thanks again. Cheers.
Give it up for Cradle. Well, he said it right there. On a plane tonight, win 4 overall titles in this. He was tied with Cameron van der Berg. Leclerc is up there alone by himself.
What a tremendous achievement. Close on 200 swimmers are briefed at the Heritage Lake at the Cradle Moon Lodge in the Cradle of Humankind. It is very hot in the Muzienburg Valley. This is a 1 kilometer race for boys 13 and under and 31 years and over. The spectators come out from under their umbrellas and marquees in order to see friends and family get their start. Ke ba banyane le ba baholo, ba bang ba bona ba tle be ba qala ho sesa kilometera ena, ba emetse fela ho kena ka hara metsi. The route is clockwise from east to west. The swimmers can be viewed throughout the race from the banks of the lake. Starter Valley Foster gets the swimmers on the way. The stone-built dam wall is where the start and finish happens. The previous evening, the region enjoyed a good downpour, but the water is still not flowing over the dam wall yet. As with all the races today, the rapid response lifeguards from Gauteng are in boats, on pedal skis and in the water. Mona basesi ba iketlile haholo hobane ba tseba hore ba tshireletsehile. We can expect our top swimmers to do the 1 kilometer in approximately 14 minutes. As with the female race, young Henry Lowe will surely be amongst the leaders, even though he's not an official entry. He's doing all events on offer. Hobane fela batla ho ikwetlisetsa mid-Mar 2018. Ba Kennedy ba lebelo lena ke ba khotsofatsang haholo. The organizers are happy with the turnout, and this bodes well for the other mid-mile qualifying events between now and February next year. 31 and 40 age group swimmer Michael Phillips has gone out fast, but can he keep up the pace? Gary Albertine in the 41 to 50 bracket will also be out front. 13-year-old Connor Albertine is swimming with his dad, Gary. This is no fun swim though. They are swimming to win. Michael Phillips rounds the buoy. Then our unofficial entrant, Henry Lowe. Gary and Connor Albertine. Ka re o bona o teng Joshua Hinckley hammoho le Daniel Baker. The sun beats down and the water is fairly flat. Sena ke mokgwa o motle wa ho sesa. Empa ho a tjhesa ha o sheba le ba shebileng. Hinckley and Baker just behind the leaders. Our leaders are in the back straight, a tough leg of the race. Michael Phillips leads, next best the Albertine family. Gary Albertine, seen in the foreground here, was not well a few weeks ago. Empa ha jwale o se a fodile, mme o bonahala hantle hore o fodile. Michael Phillips won't be hauled in here though, but never say never. The lead boat has a good look at the swimmers around the marker. Jwale ke ntate le mora. Increase their kicking speed, no inch given here. They have closed the gap on Michael Phillips. Empa ha wa lekana. This is unofficial swimmer Henry Lowe, only 15 years of age.
Gary Albertine fighting hard, I think. I wonder if that is Connor Albertine racing.
Phillips finishes in 13 minutes and 39 seconds. And then Gary and Connor Albertine virtually tied for second place. Very well done. Joshua Hinckley follows. And a few seconds later, Daniel Baker. Isa Adam, Miena o latetswe fela ke mokaubere wa 35 years old in Greg Benentine. A second place in the 31 to 40 category for Greg. 13-year-old Orin Rocker finishes 8th overall. The balance of the 200 swimmers then came onto the slipway at regular intervals. Mohlophisi wa lebelo o bua ka maemo a tsatsi lena.
Yeah, we always we tend to get used to having a thunderstorm here in the afternoons after we set up, and then we have to hold everything down. But you know, when you wake up in the morning and you see the wildlife out here, you know, it's really calming. And really the sun here is quite hot, you know, and the people are getting quite sunburnt, and I hope they are taking precautions. But the venue with the water like it is, when it's so flat as what it is here, which is only about 3 boats on the water, including the lifesavers, you know, we're really happy that we normally have fairly fast swims here.
Here are the winners of the respective age categories of this Cradle Moon Swim. Cradle Moon a little later lenaneong lena. The Swimming Show. Ka mora papato re saya ho tsanetsa our legends paddling from Muzienburg. O skebe wa suta. Welcome back. You are watching the swimming show. The white sand of the long stretch of beach, Muzienburg, on the southern peninsula. This is the Mistral SA Stand-Up Paddling Championships.
So this is what we've been waiting for, the finals at Muzienburg Surfers Corner. We've got the legends going in, we've got the juniors, we've got open men, open women, and it's all about the title and the chance of making the South African team. This is what it's all about.
And that sounds the start of our Legends final. These guys all over the age of 45. In gold, Mike Theron. In red, Gary van Rooyen. In blue, David Maxwell. And in white, Justin Lindley. His first wave, Gary in red, up and riding on a great looking wave. A nice big snap to start. Gary represented South Africa at the ISA World Games in Denmark. Gary working this one all the way through to the inside, and we can see Dave Maxwell on the outside. Gary van Rooyen in red, finishing strong with a lovely turn there. On the outside, we have Dave Maxwell working this one all the way through to the inside bank. He will look to finish this one nice and strong with a big turn. Unfortunately, Dave just getting a little bit caught in the foam. Local rider Mike Theron on the inside. Nice cut back there. Wave just standing up for him as he rides it all the way through to the beach. Mike working this one nice and hard and looking to finish with a big turn, but just kicking out the back. Justin Lindley, Muzienburg local, working this left hand all the way through and finishing strong with a great re-entry there. He's going to hang on to this one and hope for the reform on the inside section. And it does. A little bit of fancy footwork there and working the foam. Justin Lindley will ride that one all the way to the beach. Dave Maxwell paddling into this big set. Sunset Beach local with a nice turn, just releasing the tail, switching to his backhand. And a great ride there from David Maxwell. Gary van Rooyen on the outside. Gary, our oldest competitor, with a nice turn. Good use of paddle. Wind just holding him back as he works his way through to the inside section. Good rail surfing there from Gary van Rooyen. And a nice re-entry to end that wave. Looks like Gary will ride this one all the way to the beach.
And Gary van Rooyen knows that he has done enough in order to win the Legends Stand-Up Paddling Wave Riding SA Nationals. Dave Maxwell takes second and Justin Lindley takes third, followed by Mike Theron. We asked Gary to give you, our viewers, a quick masterclass on stand-up paddling.
On a wave riding board, you assume a surfing stance. You either left foot forward, which is called natural, or you right foot forward, which is called goofy. In racing, we'd stand parallel like this, but in surfing, we definitely stand off center so that you can get your back foot off above the tail to maneuver the board easily. So I'll just take you through a basic stroke. Your top hand is on the handle and it's wider than shoulder width apart. And the key is that you want to work your core. So it's a rotational turn and you stretch out, rotate your core, rotate your torso, you bite with the paddle and you stroke it along the side of the board up to the back of the feet, and when you get to the back of the feet you extract it like that and go into the wind in a slicing movement, and you do that again. You bite, pull it out, and that way you're getting a nice core workout. You obviously will be turning to the left because I'm stroking on this side, so the more I stroke, I'm going to veer off to that side. So what will happen, I'll take about 5 strokes on a wave riding board, and then up goes this hand, and it swaps over and grabs the shaft over here, and this end goes on the top, and I do exactly the same on the other side. Stroking away like that, okay, and then back again. So it's good to practice that maneuver, that consistent maneuver of swapping paddle hands, because when you're in the waves you need to respond very quickly, react very quickly, so that's absolutely key. To turn the board, you either back pedal yourself, and I'd go that way around, or otherwise I can stroke wider on that side and I'd pull it around. One of the key areas in wave riding, especially when you've got that reaction has to be fast, you step right back and you just swoop it round like that and tilt the board off the fins. So the key is right here at the back. You have to be able to drive above the fins. Your back foot needs to be above the fins. There's a handle that signifies for carrying the board, that signifies the middle of the board, and that's critical so that you've got your center of balance there.
Dintlhakgolo tse ding tsa sub-final o tla di fumana bekeng e tlang hona mona ho The Swimming Show. The Swimming Show ke nako ya hore ha jwale re ye kgefutsong re tla boela re kgutla. The Swimming Show on SABC2, You Belong. We are back in the cradle of humankind and the revamped facility, now called Cradle Moon. It is time for the main event. Men and women will start together in this, the 1 kilometer showdown for ages 14 to 30 years of age. 134 swimmers make their way to the water's edge. They enter slowly for the water start. The officials request that the higher-seeded competitors make their way to the front. Their competition possibly a little more crucial than some of the weekend swimmers. On form Northern Tigers swimmer Henry Lowe is on top form. He will want to do well here. The experienced Abdul Malik Ray Loon will also be out to make his mark. In the female race, the Monk sisters will be up against Samantha van Veeren and the young Caitlin Albertine. Yes, you could have guessed, another Albertine star in the making. Lebelo la 1 kilometer se le qadile. The race will be the quickest of all races on offer today. Rhino van Veerle, Mohamed Adam and Kyle Ladley are just behind the leaders early in the race. A good crowd is watching from the banks of the lake. The route is still clockwise, around the markers, along the far bank and back to where they started. The swimmers use the first 300 meters to find their place in the field. Each of these swimmers are swimming their personal race, all in order to record their best time and qualify for the bigger races. The white grey cap of Henry Lowe. The dark cap is that of Ray Lowe. Top of screen, it's the green cap of Rhino van Veerle. 14-year-old Mohamed Adam and Kyle Ladley are fighting hard to stay on pace. The swimmers have rounded the marker on the western side of the route. Haile Lowe le Ray Loon bona ba se ba phamisitse lebelo. Samantha van Veeren is the leading female. She's lying 7th overall. Ashley Monks and Caitlin Albertine here. This is the battle up front. I think Samantha van Veeren is swimming a much straighter line. Wow, Abdul Malik Raylon and Henry Lowe, stroke for stroke. Behind them, Rhino van Veerle. The final marker now. Henry Lowe whips around the boy. Adam lying 4th at the moment. Still nothing in it. Lena Kilebelo, who fitla peletso. The announcer is getting more and more excited at the finish. The swimmers will be hurting, but the adrenaline is flowing strong. This is a race laced with pride and in good spirit. This race is going to be won or lost on the slipway. Who has the most strength to finish? They rise together. Over the mat, over the timer. This has to be a tie. We'll have to wait and see. Van Velach is next. 14-year-old Mohammed Adam is fourth. A little further back, Kyle Letley approaches the finish. He gets fifth, just ahead of Rogan Shepherd. Here are the leading ladies. 13 minutes and 21 seconds for Samantha van Veeren. 14-year-old Emily Kroch is only 4 seconds adrift. Ashley Monks, Hein Northnachen, and Caitlin Albertine sprint to record their times. Matthew Creer and Luke Baker follow. Thick and fast, the balance of swimmers make their way up the slipway to receive their participation medals. Malaudi Moholo wa Cradle Moon iling Andy Dodd presents the winners with their medals.
I thought it was lovely today, especially because it was so hot outside and everything. And I swam in a nice little group with the girl who just came second for me, and we had quite a nice swim. It's good, very good conditions. I go to Woodville College, and I've been swimming since I was about 10 years old. I'm actually a pool swimmer. I just do the open water for some fun.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. We stick to most of the race. We stick together, and then I just tried to sprint away in the last 100 meters, and we just kept. Yeah, it was an amazing race. I'm going to Mauritius for the open water, so yeah, this is preparation for that, so it's going to be good.
It has been a very successful Cradle Moon Swim. Well done to the swimmers and the organizers. Nako ya rona e se e fedile jwale empa ke ka rata ho hopotsa hape hore nka motsotswana hle ho hopola our 16 days of activism. It starts today. Protect our women and children. It is your right. Please check us out on Facebook and share your thoughts and opinions. Drownings and near drownings have already been reported ahead of the festive season. Please be careful out there and look out for your friends. Ho fitlela nakong e tlang e ntse le nna Dikeledi Letsiri. The Swimming Show.
The Swimming Show.